Dramatic pause. Yeah, we're live. Is it me?
Look.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Strong start, boys.
Wait, what's the Brewdog? What's good, people? Welcome to the Juice Show. Spilling the juice. Juice on things we probably shouldn't.
Every week we'll be breaking down real life stories, juicy gossip, fiery debates, and whatever's been blowing up online.
Yes, we're live every single Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. right here on YouTube. Plus, you can also listen in on Spotify.
And if you're watching live right now, please do drop us a message in the chat and get involved as much as possible throughout the show.
Yeah, tonight we'll be discussing some breaking news right now, along with the topic crossing the line on overpriced things.
And we will once more be asking the question, am I the arsehole?
You certainly are. Not only that, but we'll be also be discussing a growing trend of young people turning their backs on tech and going old school and taking part in our own version of Last One Laughing.
That's right, Ash, but people will have to wait until Thursday to catch those bits,
They will.
which makes it even more important to make sure you are subscribed and have turned on those notifications.
Yes, while you're at it, you might as well hit that like button. And this teleprompter keeps disappearing, so I don't know what I'm saying. Tell your mates, we're live right now. The more the merrier. Every live watcher will get a shout out, of course.
But before we get started, we must welcome someone from our past. We don't like to talk about FPL, but we did, you know, it wasn't all bad, was it? We made some
We
friends.
had some good memories.
We made some friends along the way.
did.
And one of those is legend, comedian. It's none other than Jim Daly. Welcome back.
That's the longest intro that's ever happened on any podcast.
Do you know what?
But it was wonderful to see you guys really up in the ante with the professionalism.
The last 4 weeks, it's gone really smoothly.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Okay. That wasn't the... Okay. Okay.
Nah. I totally forgot I was starting, to be fair. I thought Nick was starting. That's my bad. My bad.
I liked it anyway.
It's always tricky when your name's written in big letters. In front of you to know
as you know, I do struggle with
letters.
reading.
Yeah.
But how are you anyway?
I'm
You
good.
all right?
Yeah.
Good to
I'm
see you,
good.
mate.
Thanks for having me back. I'm a bit confused by the sort of non-FPL element. I don't know how I'm going to tackle that.
Yeah. What's your chip strategy while we're
Ketchup,
Nice.
salt, and vinegar.
McCain oven fries. Yeah.
McCain's air fryer. Always quicker.
Yeah.
And straight in the mouth.
Well, guys,
What about the chips?
yeah.
Yes, that's how we're
You
starting.
can't bell yourself.
I did. I'm a bell, and I use the bell. Let's go.
He always
Oh,
does.
it's been a strong start.
Guys, I've got something coming in. I'm just hearing something's gone down. Hold on. Right. Justin.
No,
Wireless.
it's Ash.
Timberlake.
It's Ash.
Timberlake. What?
Damn it. Stop
Justin.
stealing my punchline.
This just in. Wireless Festival
Big news.
has been cancelled after Kanye West has been blocked coming to the UK.
Excuse me. I'll write the bell as well.
Now, I know, Jim, you're famously a massive Kanye West fan.
Yeah.
Ash, you're famously very, very right wing.
I usually cut in from the left.
What's your take?
Can someone take that off him, please?
Yes. Plonker, did I pay £200 for a Kanye ticket an hour before he got banned from the UK? Yes, I did.
Wow.
Well, the good news is, if you could call it good news, is that it looks like the whole festival's been cancelled. So you will, if you were mainly going to see him, you will get your money back by the looks of it. But yeah, shout out Ray, Roberto, Aaron, of course, Plonker there. Mo, how you doing, mate? All in the chat. Good to see you all. Right.
Good to see you.
Ash.
Yes.
Kanye.
Yeezy.
He's not allowed to come.
Good.
Because he said some anti-Semitical things.
Is that a word?
That's not a word.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a new word. I just made it up.
That's not a word.
No, okay, that's fine.
Anti-Semitic
He
things.
did say some pretty bad stuff. I'm hearing all sorts. I don't really I don't like Kanye West. Just off the bat, guys. I don't like him as a person. I don't like his music particularly.
Never?
No, not really.
Really?
Nah, not for me. I know he's more like your sort of thing, American hip hop type guy. I'm not
college
really,
dropouts.
I'm not really into. I don't really like his tunes. to me, he's like a blacklisted celebrity that everyone hates because of his outspoken ways and the sorts of things he says. Now, I was talking to Nicole before the show, and she was saying he was doing these things like he's selling merch, like not swastika merch,
Jesus Christ, really?
and crazy stuff like this. So, if this is all true, and according to the news, it is.
Well, when he was having a mental breakdown a few years ago, he was. Yeah.
How have Wireless allowed? Who in the Wireless boardroom when they were coming up with the show said, "I'll tell you what would be a good idea: headliner, Kanye West." Well, what idiot decided to do that? The guy who's made a song about Nazis. Let's invite him to be the headline act and sell tickets off the back of it. So that's a stupid thing to do.
Do you want me to devil's advocate a little bit?
Yeah, always.
Okay, so he was. He's come out and apologised for that. He was, as we know, going through mental health episodes.
Do we know?
Well, yes, we
do. Or was that just him?
And he was heavy medicated at the time. Anyway, he said a load of things. He's reached out. He's already done interviews with rabbis in America to kind of build bridges and make apologies and try and get the word out to the Jewish community. He's kind of accepts that what he said was wrong and that kind of wasn't his true feelings at the time. We're now a few years on, and he's trying to make amends. And one of the reasons he said he wanted to come here is to put things right and move forward and do that.
Jim, 10 years ago, right, I killed somebody.
Okay.
Yeah?
I knew it.
I killed him.
it.
I really stabbed him up. Yeah. Proper killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm really sorry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I...
Well,
can I chill with the family
prison
now?
sentence
Technically,
and you would get
the
out.
legal system says if you serve it, you've served your time.
Right.
This is obviously different because it's in the court of public opinion rather than sort of the court of
and he hasn't
His
killed
Majesty or whatever.
No, but he's killing people's feelings. A lot of people's feelings.
The feelings.
I think. Well, firstly, he should have taken the Wayne Hennessy defense. You guys remember that when he was caught on a night out with his Palace teammates doing a Nazi salute at the back of a team photo.
That's right.
And what he should have done was, what Wayne could have done was the Kanye defense of saying, "I'm really sorry." What he actually did was in his FA panel hearing said, "What's a Nazi?" And
that's the real quiz.
Yeah, I got a whole bit of my show about it. It's mental. And then he claimed that like he wasn't doing a Nazi salute. He was, and it was the whole like mustache finger thing. He was calling the waiter over, and it just and then
I was about to reenact it. I was like, that could be clear.
I was so close to doing it. Then I'm glad I stopped myself.
Mate.
And then he said, "But this is what I do on the football pitch." And he apparently provided photos of him on the football pitch, like calling a defender for the ball, and then had to like the whole club had to get behind the lie and basically claim that Wayne Hennessy has never heard of Nazis. Which is crazy defense.
Footballers are notoriously.
Did he get away with it?
Brightest.
Yeah,
he did. No way.
That was like Palace got behind it. It was It was mental, but like Kanye, I think if you're saying I'm sorry, I didn't mean those things, what's to say that you now don't mean the apology? I think once you've said things that outrageous, I don't know if I really believe anything you ever say.
We did have Prince Harry dress up as a Nazi, and that was absolutely fine. And we did not let him.
I don't think that was fine. Might have been fine for you as a monarchy lover.
It wasn't fine, but I'm saying it's fine
lover.
because now he's held up as like he's the only one of the royal family I like because he's not, he's.
I don't
got
like
with
any of the
Meghan.
It was just a banter, though, weren't it?
Well, he was like 16, wasn't he?
Listen,
we've
it's all
done,
wrong.
Well, I've never dressed up as a Nazi, but like we've all done,
He can't plead the Wayne Hennessy.
What?
I was just waving to the Queen to say, "Come over here, please."
Good.
All I'm not saying that anything he did was ever okay. What I'm saying is, are we on a slippery slope if we're saying you can't come to the country if you say something?
Who was it that blocked him?
Because we've all been very, very critical of the Trump master, Big Trump.
We can't say
Trump
that.
Master.
We do.
Big DT.
But demonetized again.
No, we're not demonetized. But I'm saying we have all said like, oh God, what happens next? You're going to be want to go on holiday in America and he's going to look back at your tweet. And if you've said something wrong, you're not allowed
that's
in.
literally happening.
Right? So
Yeah.
we've all kind of said, oh, that we tell, yeah, people can't. So I just think there's lots of, so celebrities that have said, for example, hateful things against black people. Mel Gibson, Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan,
Right.
and Donald Trump, really.
Yeah.
They can all come to the UK. No problem.
What do they say though?
Well, they've all...
Did they create their own merch of anti-black patches to sew to your
It's
top?
not about merch, right?
Well, no. I mean, it's
It's
pretty
not about
extreme,
merch.
isn't it?
That
To say
is-
something and then also come up with your own clothing line to support it.
Listen,
It's basically
bit
an argument about
much.
free speech.
he was having a break.
Are you allowed
I
to
don't
say
think you
whatever
should
you-
say. I don't think you should say it.
Even
but
if it incites racism and
Yeah.
But how many racists have come into the country today?
7.
Right. What I'm saying is, yes, it's absolutely awful when people are, but why could he not come, but everyone else can? That's what I'm
But
saying.
he's all right.
So then you'll say, like, is it? Oh, it's only if you're a popular racist.
Who's a popular racist?
Well, like,
Sort of Tommy.
No,
Can we
I'm
not say
saying
these
the
names?
opposite.
Do we get demonetized if we say like
Yeah,
controversial
we're
people's
past
names?
that point. Don't worry about it.
but I'm saying the opposite. I'm
Okay.
saying, like, oh no, the argument would be, I guess, Kanye
Fine.
spread
Wayne Hennessy.
Kanye spread hate so far and wide, right? So that's why they're saying you can't come in. Because if he was just a small guy, he'd come and go as free as he wanted.
I actually agree with you. Even though I don't know if you can be an American hip hop fan and wear a knitted polo, but that's a conversation for another time.
Is that a polo jumper?
Was just knitted.
It's a knitted polo, yeah. Which I would say is more kind of like, you're
Back.
more looking at Jack Johnson, Jason Mraz, aren't you, than Kanye West? But it's fine.
I'd say Kid Cudi would wear this.
I don't know who that is. I'm too old.
I don't know.
But it's a free speech debate.
There's-
Are you? If you're for free speech, you, in theory, should be not okay because obviously what you said is horrendous. But people should be allowed to say it, and in theory, then people should be allowed to oppose it because that is free speech as well in terms of opposing what they're saying. So I think if you start banning people from coming into the country because you don't like what they're saying, I think it is a slippery slope because who's to say then that people I'll get banned from a country for saying the things I say, which is, Wayne Hennessy is racist. But it's a slippery slope.
There's 2 parts.
I want to
Wayne
retract
Hennessy-
that. I want to retract that, by the way.
Wayne
He's
Hennessy's Welsh. You'll
he's
never
not-
be allowed in Wales
not,
again.
He's not racist at all. I
There's
think
2
it's just-
parts to this, isn't there? There's the UK banning him from coming in, which is obviously
Yeah.
make sure he's not going to be at Wireless, but also the sponsors, all the major sponsors pulled out. So there's an argument to say that this show wasn't going to happen either way.
See, I have no problem with the sponsors pulling out.
If the
At all.
sponsors pull out, then it's
Sponsors,
it's
that's
game
free
over.
market trade. That's like, we don't want to be associated. Like, you've done that to your own reputation.
Surely,
The only thing I have an issue with is the government getting involved, because surely there's wars going on all over the country. Have you not got other things to get involved
It's not a government. It's not a government thing to be getting involved in. I don't think.
There might be something deeper, guys. Might be all Illuminati based.
Oh no,
Oh, it probably
not
is.
This
It might be.
not this.
The
again.
higher powers might be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're pulling
Wayne
strings
Hennessy
again.
pulling the strings.
Yeah,
at the top.
yeah. Yeah.
It's all,
I knew it.
I
They're
knew
just-
it.
Although actually, if you've seen him in goal before, you know that's a terrible idea because
Yeah.
his hands don't do anything that he wants to.
I've always wondered why the goalie gloves on the marionette.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then now you know.
Strings.
Now you know the
That
WH
makes
and the
sense.
little Wales flag. It's all been there.
It's all the clues were there. You just
I
had to
don't
join
know.
the dots.
It's not. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Interestingly, you're talking about comedy. The theory is while I'm here to promote my show. Which I will forget to do. So do ask me. That in theory is a free speech. What do you call it? Area where people should be allowed to say whatever they want. And like loads of comedians have been cancelled. And loads of comedians have had people protest their shows. And quite rightly, I think people should be able to say what they say, and in turn, we should be able to protest it and say, "Well, that's ridiculous. I don't agree with what you say." But if you stop them saying it in the first place, then in a way you're kind of cutting off people's right to protest, which the government kind of are doing at the moment anyway. Which again is a slippery slope. But
I think going back to your point about celebrities, because he does have such a huge following online, he is a person of significant influence, and that might be one of the reasons they've taken that.
Oh,
into
100%
account.
agree. But then I'm saying, what is the cutoff? Or if you have more than 2 million followers and you say these things, you aren't allowed in. But you have less than 2 million followers, you can come in. It's fine because you're not affecting. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
it's
I'd
not
say-
really a policeable. I'm not saying the right thing for him to do necessarily would to be to allow to perform. What I'm saying is, by stopping people coming in the country, what is now you've set a precedent for the next person. What about when Tommy Robinson wants to come back, because he's always in Dubai or Spain or whatever, when he wants to come back to the UK now?
Well, what you
Cool.
do,
How many followers has he got?
What you do, Tom Robinson, is you make him take a boat across. That's how you make him enter the country. That's obvious. To be honest, if Kanye has said something criminal, which in theory anti-Semitism is, then that could be a basis to ban someone. Because I'm sure there are laws to ban criminals from entering the country, which in theory makes sense to me.
But when
Clearly
you
they're
have
violent or whatever. But if he's done something criminal, then that maybe maybe.
What was that woman a few years ago? Shamima Begum,
Yeah.
Shamima.
who ran off to join ISIS.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was a child.
Yes.
She was a child.
So
and she'd been clearly groomed.
Yeah. So in the same way,
Allegedly.
that would be her excuse. I don't think it's alleged.
It's
not
allegedly, yeah.
She was a child, so you
So her
can't,
thing
you
would
can't
be-
be tried in the same way as an adult.
I agree. But then Kanye West, I would assume his defense would be, I was suffering from a mental health episode whilst I was doing those things, which I've apologized for.
Whilst I was putting stuff on T-shirts.
Yeah, but mental health episodes can
My
last.
anti-Semitic
That's true.
range of merch.
That's
They
true.
can
They
last
they can.
years. They can last years, right?
They can.
Oh, so you're in support of this?
I'm not. I'm just playing devil's
Have you
advocate.
got
I'm
tickets?
trying to say no.
You got tickets.
I
didn't
wasn't
you?
going to
You're
go.
fuming.
No,
You
I
had
wasn't going to go.
box seats.
I'm not a festival guy anyway, which will shock you. But all I'm saying is, I think it's a bit of a grey area, which will cause problems further down the line.
I feel sorry for the fans. They've paid good money, gone to see a show, one of the best shows, one of the best festivals in the UK. And
I feel sorry for all
I
the
don't
other
understand
acts that were booked.
Yeah, exactly. Why couldn't
Well,
they just
they'll
kicked
get-
him off the show and then the sponsors would be like, cool, all right, no worries, he's gone. Let's
You'd
just
have
keep the
thought
show
they'd have
going.
just kicked him off the show. Yeah, that
Right.
seems weird that they've cancelled the whole.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like a kid having a tantrum, isn't it? And like, well, fine, if I can't play with my toy, I'm going to take all the toys away. Like,
But-
it does seem a bit of a weird reaction.
Knowing the economy at the minute, I would think these sponsors have now had the best of both worlds. They've had as much if you just look at the money side of things, Pepsi and whoever else, they have pulled out of the just sort of calm. Nick's
playing
Devil's
Devil's
Avocado.
Avocado.
Very good.
Is that a Kanye song?
Yeah. They have been seen to take the moral high ground, and they're going to be talked about far more for doing that than they would have been for their name on a poster around the stage at Wireless Festival, a little festival in England.
Yeah, fair.
Worldwide.
Probably, yeah.
I
Probably.
mean, this will go global now. So they've got what they wanted out of it, and they've been able to pull out. And businesses, corporations are trying to save money at the minute with everything going on. They'll be
Pretty sure
absolutely
Wayne
buzzing.
Hennessy's got a lot of shares in Pepsi.
Maybe
hasn't he?
Wayne Hennessy
Yeah,
will sponsor the
definitely.
next.
Yeah.
If Wayne Hennessy put on a festival, would you?
Would I go?
Hennefest. Would you Henfest? Would you? I don't know what would be played at that. Just all the Naziest bands in the world. would you?
Nick could be that.
Yeah.
Would,
He's,
Nick would
he's
be
getting
there?
he's getting
Yeah,
pre-tickets.
Yeah.
Let me just Google
Yeah.
Wayne
Henfest.
Fest.
Henfest.
2027 coming
Isn't
soon.
it like Wayne's World? It'd be,
Wayne- That's a better one.
it would be
Wayne's World.
literally the plot of the film. But you've swapped out Mike Myers with Wayne Hennessy.
Yeah. I think it's a go.
Wayne Hennessy and Garth together
Yeah.
creating one big happy
What's Hennessy
anti-Semitic
doing now? Hennessy's got nothing.
festival.
Hennessy's got nothing to do. Have we libelled Wayne Hennessy? We might have libelled Wayne Hennessy. but
Anyway,
it's
right.
fine.
Should we move on from
Let's move on. I think we've solved
Ye,
that.
or as Jim likes to call him, Yee?
Yee. I thought it was Yee. I'll be honest. But
Shout out Splinter.
know.
How you doing, mate? Wagwan. Shout out Jackson Supreme.
Do you like Dr. Dre?
I do. Yeah. I do like Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Just
I
checking.
got me some Dre Beats headphones, mate. Banging.
Beautiful stuff. Well, I think there's only one way to follow that. And that is what everyone's been asking all week about you, Ash.
Me. Oh yeah, now it makes sense.
All right. It's time. Listen, it's that time of the show where
God, this is a novel.
I'm gonna read this to you in
Wake me up when
in
you're
a
done reading this.
grammatical style. Well, you need to pay attention,
Oh,
Ash.
all right, sorry.
You know, some of us were blessed with the ability to read, and I think for you of all people to mock that is ironic. Am I the jerk we might have to change the section to Am I the Jerk? Because I seem to find more in there than elsewhere. But am I the jerk for telling my brother his brutally honest feedback style is just an excuse to be unkind? My brother, 32 male, and I, 29 female, have always had a complicated dynamic. He prides himself on being a straight talker and has said many times that he values honesty over feelings, which sounds reasonable until you've been on the receiving end of it for 29 years. Last month, I showed him a short story I've been working on about 3 months. It's the first creative writing I've done seriously since college, and I was genuinely nervous to share it. I asked him specifically for encouraging feedback because I was still feeling fragile about it and wasn't ready for a full critique. He said, sure. Then he spent about 20 minutes telling me everything that was structurally weak, what the dialogue problems were, why the ending didn't land, and at one point said the main characters felt like a placeholder. He did say he liked 2 sentences near the beginning. When he finished, I was quiet for a minute, and then I just told him that what he'd just done was not honest feedback. It was just criticism without care, and that there's a difference between being direct and being unkind. He got defensive and said I asked for his opinion. He wasn't going to lie and make me feel better. I said I hadn't asked for his opinion. I'd asked specifically for encouragement. And he'd agreed to do that before ignoring it completely. He said I was being too sensitive. We haven't talked since, and my mom thinks I overreacted. Blah, 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 blah. Right.
Oh, my God.
The key thing about this is if someone asks you for honest feedback, although it doesn't sound like she just wanted someone to go, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But if someone asks you for honest feedback, do you give it?
For example, if you're making T-shirts with swastikas on, and you ask someone for honest feedback about that, do you want them to say, I think this is a little bit anti-Semitic, or do you want them to go, do you know what?
I mean, how can you go wrong with a swastika?
Because they sold tons in the
Pre-made
late 30s
logo.
and 40s. So
Clearly a base for it.
Can I tell you my issues with this
Retro.
already? My issues with this
Go
already.
on.
She's not had full-on criticism for 29 years because she won't remember the first 3 years of her life. So he might have been a fantastic brother who was very encouraging. We don't know this.
Good point.
We don't know this.
Great point.
do you think he
You don't-
might have been
He probably wasn't. He
from
was
the age
probably
of 3?
a dick. But you don't. Your 4 is like when your core memories are formed. So I'm told. And so I suspect we don't know for a fact. Could be 25 years.
Okay, so she's a liar.
I would say from the structure of this what she's written here, I would say is not doing her side of the argument. I wouldn't say that was particularly well written. If I'm being brutally honest,
Yes.
I was
She is American.
I was drifting off during my nothing wrong with Americans.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Americans. What I'm saying is
Right.
the writing style might be more
Maybe. Plenty of Americans have written good
journal,
things, haven't they?
journalistic stuff.
The guy that wrote Chuck Palahniuk that wrote Fight Club.
Okay.
I haven't read it, but I assume it's good. I don't really
watched the
read
film,
books, to be honest. But
I mean, yeah, you're looking at
I've
me
watched the
like
film.
I can read, so.
right, fair point. While I was looking at you, I should have looked at Nick.
The film was good.
That was a terrible idea. So, I mean, as someone who is constantly being oversensitive about everything, I am going to contradict myself and say that I think if you've known your brother for 29 years, let's say, and you know that he's clearly just a bit of a dick, then don't ask him.
That was my first thing. If all he's
someone
ever
else.
done is criticise.
You know what you're going to get. You're going to get him being, and also it is kind of a brother's prerogative or a sibling's prerogative to be a dick to your other siblings. You know, that's kind of why we all exist, isn't it?
So if someone asked you, say you went to another comic show,
Yeah.
like say Ash was starting out in comedy, right? He says, Jim, I know you've been doing this for a while now, and you've obviously picked up traction, doing really, really well. Could you just come and watch me and give me some feedback afterwards?
Yeah, I'd immediately say no.
Is that because you know you can't lie?
Because I got better things to do.
20 quid.
40
quid.
Probably more than that.
60 quid?
More than that.
Bruh.
100.
100 quid.
Jim doesn't get out of bed for less than £100 a day.
No, exactly.
And he's
100
quite-
quid?
We'll talk about my invoice later.
My
by the way.
2 minute set. That's
What's he gonna-
extortionate, Jim.
No.
How long are you doing?
2 minutes. Starting
2
out.
minutes. I thought you said 20 minutes.
I can do 20. I got 20.
You have
You
not
have
got
not
20.
got
You haven't got
20.
20
I've
seconds.
got a solid 20, mate.
You haven't got 20 seconds.
I don't think you've ever done
I
20
got
minutes in your
21
life,
seconds.
anything.
Also solid crew, mate. I'll tell you, I got 21 seconds. All right.
I suspect 2 minutes is kind of more your thing,
Yeah, okay.
if we're being totally honest.
That's
with
what
all
she
things
No,
said.
I
in
reckon
life.
I've got a good solid 5.
You got a solid 5?
Yeah.
He
Okay.
has absolutely not got a solid 5. He has no idea what that would entail. The 5 minutes would feel
5
like
minutes is-
3 hours.
5 minutes is a long time. It is a long time, which is what I tell my wife.
Guys, this is not the level of critique that I was looking for here.
Okay, so
I
forget
wanted some
that.
encouragement.
Okay.
Forget it down. So, but if you did, and then he comes off stage, say you
Yeah.
happen to be there because you went hoping and not expecting to see Ash, but
Mm-hmm.
he's up on stage, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh my god, Jim, you were here to watch the whole thing. What did you think?"
Well, I've been in this situation.
And it
many
wasn't very
times.
good.
Well,
What do you do?
I can tell you 2 things. I've been in this situation before many times. If an audience member comes up to you afterwards and says, "You look like you really enjoyed that,"
Yeah.
then you died on your ass. If they come up and say, "That was great," then
Yeah.
you did well.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna enjoy your set and not afterwards say,
Yeah.
"I really liked that."
Okay, so
It
I've
was
just
great."
bummed, like totally bombed.
You've bummed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing that on stage. That's it.
To be honest, that's the only way he
There's
would.
certain
I think
clubs,
there's a
maybe.
market for that.
Yeah, again, free speech. You know, it's fair
I'll
enough.
probably get more than £100 for it as well.
Amsterdam.
Depends where you are, but yeah.
True. Say I've bombed,
Yeah.
and I ask you, Jim, what did you think? What are you saying?
I would say, you look like you really enjoyed it.
I do think there has become this thing over recent times of people just using phrases and words to be dicks and expecting it to be okay.
Like what?
this sort of
What phrases?
phrases like one, like, oh, people, like if someone criticizes something, it's like, oh, they're just a hater. Then maybe you're just a dick. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean people are jealous of you. If you just act like a bit of a knob and people say you're a dick all the time, it's like, oh, I've got so many haters. I've got so many haters.
I think if you've got a lot of haters, that's maybe an indication that you need to maybe sort of reframe.
There you go.
how you
But
talk to
what
people.
they would say is, oh, this is my, like, you know, I'm just so, people are just jealous because I'm so cool. So that's one reframing.
Okay.
But the main reframing relevant to this one is like, I just say it how it is, just straight talker. Do you know what I mean?
I think that is kind of an excuse to be a dick, possibly, if you're being a straight. I mean, but that's not my style. I'm not apart from when I'm critiquing
think
Ash's
there's
stand-up,
a-
obviously. But
Ash, are you a straight talker?
I'd like to think so. Yeah. What's the point given if you've asked? We've talked about this quite a lot. I think if you've asked me for my genuine, honest opinion, you're asking me because you value it. First of all, otherwise you wouldn't bother asking.
yeah,
And secondly, if you don't, you can't have it both ways. I can either be really nice or I can be really honest. And if I'm being honest, you've got to be able to take the good parts of the honesty as well as the bad parts of the honesty. So if I think you've been really crap, I'm going to say.
But do you
Like even with
sugarcoat
Max,
it?
like with Max when he came on the show. So my mate Max is a comedian. He's been going for like a year and a bit.
yeah.
First show he did, I was like, Max, dead, bro. Dead.
That was a tough
the whole
5
thing.
minutes.
Did he?
The whole thing's dead.
Did he?
I
Did
said,
he ask for that? You just.
What? No, he said, yeah, genuinely. He said, can you tell me what you think?
Oh, okay, fine.
Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
I said, right. I said, that joke was good. That joke has something to it.
Yeah,
That one was pretty funny.
yeah.
Stage presence not there yet. Confidence not there yet. I said, you need a better
That'll
opening
help his
line.
confidence.
You need a better.
So
You need
basically
a better opening
gunned
line.
him down in his prime. Yeah,
So you need a better opening line.
Murdered him on stage. As he chopped him in two 2-foot
What
tackle.
do you mean? But this is where
How-
this is
that how
where
you
the
delivered
character
it?
comes into
Is
question.
that how you delivered it, though?
Yeah,
He
because
is
I'm his
very,
mate.
Ash is very blunt.
Because I'm his mate. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I say, I can give it to you straight, or you want me to fluff it around and make it look pretty for
Are
you.
we still
before I
talking
give
about
it to you?
When
Yeah.
we when we were the way he gives
But
it
do
is
you know
anything
what?
but straight. For
Do you know
one.
what?
And
Do you know
two,
what though? He took the advice, and then the
believe-
next time I went to, I'm not taking all credit for it because he's
Yeah.
obviously put a lot of work in.
Yeah.
But he's obviously taken on whatever feedback that maybe I've said and other comics have said. The next time I saw him, unbelievable. And when he got off the stage, he went, "What do you think?" I went, "Mate, night and day from the last time I saw you. You were incredible.
There you go.
I can't even fault it. It was crazy good."
so
But because I gave him that blunt, rubbish feedback before, when I say it's good, he knows I mean it.
I think sometimes it's validation as well. It's like, what do I call it? Confirmation bias. Like, he probably, as a comedian, you're very self-critical. So he probably knew the stuff that was shit was shit.
Yeah.
And so you saying it, he's like, oh, okay. it
Maybe
is
I was
then.
right, yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it depends who's saying it, doesn't it? Like, you know, if people on the internet are saying, oh, I hate what you do and stuff, that means nothing to me because I don't know that person.
Yeah.
If like my longtime friends or my comedy friends are saying it, then I might be like, oh, I did a work in progress recently, and my agent he's like, I've got a few notes for you. I was like, oh, cool. And he sent me literally 5 pages of notes. I was like, okay, cool, thanks. Well, yeah, I'll leave then.
I quit.
But he's
was
my
the
agent,
first
and I
one just
trust,
like a job
I trust what he said. Yeah,
job seeker
It
allowance.
just said P45. But I trust his opinion. So, it was, and the show is slightly better now.
I think if you're going to ask someone for honest feedback and criticism, you've got to take the rough with the smooth.
So you think she is the jerk in this scenario?
I don't think either of the jerk. Oh, I think he's the jerk, but we know he's the jerk.
Yeah.
It's hard to know based on this. Obviously, she's going off of a lifetime of knowing this. Is it brother? Yeah.
Yep.
Brother. Maybe it's just the way that she's perceived it and has been perceiving it her whole life. We would know unless he's offering the same sort of feedback to somebody else in a different setting. Is he giving the same level of feedback to other people when they're asking him? Because that would be the only true way to know if he is doing it to be a dick, or if that's just the way he gives advice and feedback.
All right. Well, Roberto says, we should say hi as well. Splinter and Jackson Supreme have both joined the chat. So hi to those guys. And Roberto says, in my opinion, it's quite easy to be kind and honest at the same time. It's called being constructive. You've just got to be reasonable, I think, and look for the signs of encouragement and areas to help you flourish further.
I agree with that.
Do you agree with that? Do you think
Nah.
that's a bit like modern, bit too...
No, I agree with that.
fluffy
I don't
around
like confrontation. So
I'll do anything to avoid it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what you want to hear and then run away.
100%. I want to be someone's friend.
I don't think it's necessarily confrontation though. It's just honest. It's just honest feedback and how it's delivered.
You do
it
say you
matters how
shoot
it's
from the
delivered.
hip.
And
Would you
also,
say you shoot from the hip?
No, I shoot from the heart. I also shoot from my rifle.
Well, I think we've established that one.
What does shoot from the hip mean? I've heard of it.
Just
but
like a cowboy, like just
whatever's in your mind.
shoot without thinking. So it's
Yeah,
like,
Whatever's in
yeah,
your mind, I'm just like...
yeah.
Yeah,
But I think I give considered
Doesn't aim.
advice. What are
Jumps
you?
in too
What are
thick.
you like with feedback and stuff and criticism? Do you take it to heart
Very gentle. When I...
if you receive it?
I don't think I've ever had negative feedback.
What about when you didn't get that?
hang on a second. I got some notes.
What about when you didn't
No.
get the job for Dream Team
Yeah, that was sad.
and they said,
times.
thanks for your audition, Nick.
Said you cut your hair.
We thought you were really good in the
I-
first audition, but the second one
But you take that. That's better than saying we thought your audition was bad.
you're
Yeah.
a little flat.
No, I genuinely only ask people that I know will tell me what I want to hear.
See, when he says it like that doesn't sound healthy at all.
Mm.
And I would say I'm probably the same. But that does not sound healthy at all.
If there's anyone that
At
doesn't
all.
entirely agree with me, I'll probably already defriended
Cut them
them.
out of your life.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
I've just really surround myself with yes people.
Okay.
How have
yeah.
I
Very
lasted
much
this-
like a
how have
lot
I
of other
lasted
people
this long?
discuss.
Yeah, but say, apart from the clear candidate.
No, it's all jokes, guys.
What about
It's all
online
jokes.
criticism?
I like playing with the online criticism. When we've had it in the past, I like winding up people who criticise or try and...
I'm the
wind
opposite.
up. Ash blocks them.
I block them.
Which is weird because he
Yeah.
can't hear criticism. That, if anything...
No, I can. From people that I want to hear criticism from people that I know, love, and have my best interests at heart. If I've just got random people that I don't know who are just saying stuff just to be mean,
Ash is
why am
doing
I going to... That's what they want. They
Why
want
is
me.
Ash on-
They
They
want
want a
you.
reaction,
yeah.
They got you, mate. They're reeling
at
you in.
Ash.
But I think my next show
does
is
he
going to
look
be
like?
about online criticism.
Is it?
I think it's really interesting because I actually think a lot of times it comes from people who are lonely and want connection, and they want you to respond.
So what are you going to do? Like,
internet trolls,
are you going to get like
100%.
the tweets or
Oh,
comments
100%.
and put them on
the
the...
tweets up and stuff. Well, I went,
Great content.
I went to Cyprus a few weeks ago to watch Palace in the Conference League. Sorry to make it about football, but which
What's
we won.
football?
And so,
And we like football, we just
that
don't like
explains
FPL.
where
Who are
FPL operates for
Palace?
the last 5 years. And I've got ADHD. I don't know. I've told you that before. And we landed. It was a really long flight, which got delayed. So everyone was like knackered. There was no food. Everyone's really pissed off. Got in the taxi from the airport. Realised about a minute down the road I'd left my laptop on the plane.
Oh, no.
Like very ADHD. Had to go all the way back. Was like Googling Cyprus helplines. It was an absolute nightmare. Told the taxi driver, and he went, "Oh, I'll take you back." Took me back. He was like ringing airport police and stuff. So no, I got the laptop back, but I made the not mistake, but I was panicking, so I tweeted British Airways and was like, left my laptop on the plane. What would you recommend? Obviously, loads of Palace fans saw it. Yeah. I started replying to it. I was like getting people messaging, going, oh my God. And then people were like taking the piss out online. And one guy, this was the most liked tweet. His reply was, well, if it's got your jokes on it, I'd recommend leaving it on the plane. But I thought that was hilarious.
Great man.
So I've clipped it up and saved it for the show. I've never had, so then I got it the next morning. I had to go back the next morning. It was all fine. I got it. It had 3 stickers on it. One was a rainbow sticker with a smiley face. One was a Roy Hodgson sticker. Another one was a sticker with my face. I made these like Jim Daly FC badges. Yeah. And the lady on the phone, she's like, is it a rainbow sticker? I said, yeah. I said, actually, it's also got my face. Like I've got a badge with my face on it. Isn't that great? And she went, come back in 20 minutes. Okay. Anyway, in the away end later that night, I've never had so many people say to me, "Wait, did you get your laptop?" Which, like, the first few times, like, yeah. After the 50th time, I was like, "Yes, I got my fucking laptop. I don't care." But people were quoting that tweet. I saw that tweet about if you don't
that's brilliant.
But it's good content. It's good
You
content.
should have got a badge made up quickly saying, "Yes, I got my laptop back." Just save the trouble.
On my t-shirt,
Not another badge.
It made a nice narrative for the away day.
Yeah.
Like all the podcasts I've done since have all like had this, laptop narrative. So it's fine. We were chanting laptops away, ole. Whatever. Anyway, it was
I love that.
and it's show
That's great.
content. So
Yeah. From a bad situation, good
and
became.
Palace won. So yeah.
Do you know, I'm just trying to think of a segue here. Laptops quite expensive, aren't they? Everything's getting expensive these days, right? We better talk about things that
Really
have got
committed
really
to this
expensive.
segue.
There we go, guys. It's time for... Right.
Your stings have really gone up, haven't they?
tell
You
ya.
put some money behind those.
If we had the same... I mean, that camera work is absolutely
Shocking.
atrocious.
Who's behind there? Is that Ariella? Shocking.
Right. Jim,
Yeah.
tell me.
Mm-hmm.
What's something that you think is just too overpriced? This is what we're talking about here, by the way. Things that are overpriced nowadays. Things that have crossed the line. It's gone beyond a joke. Yeah. Why is it so expensive? That thing. What is your that thing, Jim? Or one of your things?
Well, I mean, firstly, everything.
I was going to say.
Literally just life in general is insanely expensive. The thing that I was moaning to my wife about yesterday or day before yesterday is related to my Larnaca story again. It's planes and all the prices that come with planes and travel, which I think the whole thing is a scam. So my wife had to go to Luton Airport to pick up a friend or something. And it now costs 11 quid or something like 10, 11 quid just to drop someone off at the airport.
Yeah.
Now that is a scam.
Yeah.
That is that should be free.
And
That
you
is a
get
complete scam.
I can't remember. I think it's like 7 minutes.
That is mental. Although Ash has paid about £11 for 7 minutes, haven't you? So it's actually quite a good.
To be fair,
I know a back tunnel to Luton Airport that can get you in for free, mate.
because it's Luton, they should have to pay you to go anywhere near that place.
Don't do that.
But airports is,
Well, I mean, everything around travel. So my flight to Larnaca, sorry to keep making it about that trip to Cyprus. What I've learned through being a European football fan this season, first time ever obviously being a Palace fan, is...
You didn't mention.
I mentioned I'm doing a whole show about football as well, and most of it's about Palace. I know being a European football fan, right? So I'm not savvy with like flying and stuff. I've learned a lot about what to do. For example, when you know who you might get in the next round, gamble early on flights, and actually you will lose less than you will pay if you then get that flight the day after the game's finished or whatever. So in Cyprus, people are literally buying their flights in the away ends. I gambled on Cyprus. Who are we going to get? We're going to get someone else, can't remember. Oh, I got really cheap flight to Czech Republic, and then Cyprus, I got 150 quid return flight with BA. After we'd got through the playoff, and that was announced, I want to say like 5 or 6 hours, maybe 12 hours later, that flight was 1,300 quid.
Damn.
Now, I was lucky because I went early. Well, that is a scam.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That someone who might have been asleep or whatever was looking after their sick child or something, then had to pay
the demand,
10 times as much.
Yeah.
That's mental.
But isn't that quite great, like, commercial savviness?
Oh, well,
to
on my
rip
part,
people off.
Well, yeah, because people will pay it. And because of the timings and people
will
need
pay
it, people will
Free
pay
market,
it.
isn't it?
I never.
It's like
It's a piss take.
it's
never
like
had,
hotel rooms. Like when Oasis had come into town, the hotel rooms will
Yeah.
spike
Well, it's like
the
the
prices.
Edinburgh
People will
Fringe.
pay it.
Edinburgh Fringe, you know, prices in August for accommodation is 20 times what it would be for the rest of the year. Yeah, I guess, like, you know, if you're a financial person, you say, oh, it's a free market, that's what it's about. But it feels like a scam.
What's happening here where you are championing big corporate business?
I hate corporates
So why are you so?
because I'm playing devil's avocado.
Okay, all right.
He is playing devil's.
You know
Here's another one. Why is airport parking? Turning into that comedian. What's the thing about airport parking? Why is airport parking so expensive? Like when I get the train, right? I go to Chalfont and Latimer station. That's gone up now. It's 11 quid for the day. That is a form of travel. Flying is a form of travel. Why is that 11 quid? And when I park at Luton, it's 60 quid for the same amount of time.
Because Luton's premium, mate.
Right, because it's Luton.
It's Luton Town, mate.
Okay. Again, they should be paying me to park there. Why is it that so at Watford Junction is really piss take, right? So I go to evening. I support Palace, right? So obviously it's almost like I've been.
Watford is a big train
It's
station.
almost like I've been sponsored by Palace.
That's why it's more.
No. This is the thing. So most train stations, right? You pay a ticket for the day. It's like day parking. You can't even do like hours now. It's day parking. It's like 10 quid, 7, 8, 10 quid, whatever. And you'll get that till about 5 o'clock next morning, 4:30 next morning. Watford Junction, the cut-off is midnight. Then you have to pay another day ticket. So if I'm going to an evening game at Palace, and obviously it's my choice to go to Sellers, whatever. If I'm back on a train that's 2 minutes past, I've then got to buy another day ticket. That's a scam.
It is a scam, yeah.
That's a piss
Yeah, it's out
take.
of order.
I don't really know what my point is here, apart from that life is a scam.
Yeah, everyone's out to get your money.
Yeah.
Everybody.
What's your one, Ash?
Well, most recently, Easter eggs.
Oh,
You mean there's a hack. There's a hack.
Yeah, don't buy them. Just buy the chocolate bars instead.
Buy the next year's
them.
now.
No, just buy them like the day after Easter.
That's what you could do. You could buy them next year for now.
And not still the same price the day after.
Even just literally Easter Tuesday. I mean, Easter Tuesday's not a day, but you know, just
but the
wait
kids,
24 hours.
What are you saying to the kids?
That's a fair point. You're saying, look, kids,
Well,
give them an actual
the Easter
egg.
Bunny's late because there's a sale on it. I might save £3. So, you know.
Why don't you just not lie to your kids and just be honest? Give them some constructive feedback.
My daughter is terrified of the Easter Bunny. Because in her eyes, it's similar to Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. She thought a giant bunny was going to break into her bedroom, and actually, it's a fair point.
Yeah.
And I couldn't explain why the Easter Bunny only delivers eggs in the garden, whereas Santa comes in the house, and that was a rocky conversation at 9 p.m.
Yeah, don't want to leave expensive presents outside, but eggs are fine.
I just don't. I was going through Tesco. I was looking at all the eggs. £10. £10 for an egg, right? And the eggs are not even as big as they were like 3 or 4 years ago. They've shrunk by about 60%. They're not even eggy anymore. They're flat eggs.
Shrinkflation.
They're just, it's crazy. And I remember when you used to get, you'd buy a nice big egg, you get a big chunky egg, you get like a couple of little sweets, and then 2 like the big full-size packs, like if it was like a
big bars
an
either
aero
side.
one, you get like an big aero bar in there, or 2. Now you get 1 flat egg and a little like.
Well, let me
snack
put
size bar.
this to you. So
For a tenner?
I went last Saturday, or Saturday before last, with my son. I just really fancied an Easter egg. So we just went to Sainsbury's and I bought 3 Easter eggs. And he helped me. It was a little like father-son bonding moment. And it was like the milk chocolate buttons one, the mini eggs one. Anyway, then on Easter Sunday we opened them. And you're right, like your immediate reaction is these are smaller. On the side of the box, it had a photo of the open egg with tons of mini eggs in there. How many mini eggs do you think were actually inside my egg?
Just the bag, right?
Yeah, like a little bag.
No, it wasn't a bag. Just like literally.
Nothing
little
in the
mini
egg.
eggs inside the egg.
Yeah.
5.
Bearing in mind, on the outside of the box,
They're spilling
it's like
out.
spilling out.
No more than 10.
7.
6.
6 eggs.
It was
Little
6
tiny
mini
mini
eggs.
eggs. Yeah, they're taking the piss.
That is taking the piss.
Yeah, it's not good. You're paying more for the packaging.
Yeah.
You're literally paying the packaging. They make it look massive, don't they? Because they put it in this big packaging. You're like, oh yeah, big egg. Open up. There's hardly anything in it. I think it's an absolute con.
And where does it
joke.
end? Where does it end?
It's just going to keep getting like
What it
this, isn't
ends with
Easter.
is with Kanye West being banned from the. No, I'm joking.
Well, they said that the cost of cocoa had gone up, and that was the reason why the cost had been passed down to the consumer. But I was watching some guy who was talking about this online, and he was saying that was back in 2025 when the cost of cacao was at its peak, and now since then it's back down to how it was prior to that spike.
It's the
But there's no
import.
need for them to then.
It's the shipping costs, the import things have all gone up, but it'll all go up. It comes back down, and then the prices stay the same as petrol.
Yeah,
That's mad money.
because why would they then bring the price back down again? Because they can make more money.
So just don't buy Easter eggs, just buy the chocolate bars.
So Easter eggs is your one.
Melt them down
Well, you
and then
can-
mold them into an egg.
Have you seen what Andros Townsend is posting on his
Oh
Instagram?
yeah,
He molded one, didn't he?
He makes his own Easter egg. I love the comment someone put, when are you
Oh,
going
I
to
saw
rejoin Palace? And he went, mate, I'm making chocolate Easter eggs on TikTok. What do you think?
at least he's honest. What a guy.
But that was interesting. I was like, okay, yeah, that actually didn't look. If you said to me before watching that video, you can make your own eggs, I'd be like, no way am I doing that.
Yeah.
It actually looked quite good.
That might be the way forward. And
could
It
be
looks
the way
doable, but you won't.
And then
by the time you're
we're not
halfway
giving
in,
money to the, you know.
melting chocolate all over your kitchen, you're gonna think, oh, I should just bought one.
No,
No,
but it's
I don't
fun,
think
isn't
so.
it? It's fun for the kids.
Could be exactly.
And how many eggs did your kids get in total, do you reckon?
Not many, because we tell everyone don't buy loads of eggs. It's waste.
Yeah, it's a
So they got like book tokens and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's a much better idea.
yeah.
Not what we did.
They did get
we
some,
got tons of eggs.
They did get some eggs. Yeah, but he's a bit older now. So.
Mine got one each from me and one from family.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's what
and they
you
couldn't even eat that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's the point?
Spread them out.
It's not even chocolate, is it? It's don't know.
Chocolate flavored coating.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to hear my one?
No.
yeah. Cancel each other out.
Cinema.
Oh, that's on my
Oh,
list too.
I went last night to cinema.
Because
okay.
I'll give you all my reasons. One, you're much
Even
more
though-
cinema lover than me because you went. I will not go to the cinema
Okay.
because every time I go, I get sat next to the worst person in the cinema.
Oh, me too.
Without doubt.
I went with my wife.
Someone on their phone.
yeah. Don't ding that. Don't ding that. As a joke. Obviously a
Every
joke.
time she's there. No, I literally get
Can't
sat
help it. You
next
just can't
to
help it.
the person that's on their phone, the person who's got like irritable bowel syndrome, has to go to the toilet 3 times.
I told you
during an
I'm
hour and a
sorry,
half.
man. I had a dodgy curry that day.
The person that has to get back up to get more sweets because I can't possibly not stuff my face for 90 minutes. I need more food. Like it drives me mad. Then you're going to tell me that if I do want a snack, you're going to charge whatever. I know, Ash, you're going to sneak them in your trousers or whatever, rustling around.
Obviously.
You can. That's the
But
cheat.
you shouldn't have to because it's overpriced. Everything about cinema. And also, you're telling me I have to pay money to go and watch a film with members of the public that I can just watch at home in the comfort of my own home on my own sofa
Illegally.
for free. No, I don't need to stream it. I'm saying like in a month, 2 months time. They're not like the old days where it's like a year before it come out. You can watch it all. So what are you actually paying for? It's the biggest waste of time. And I can't believe people still do it. And when they shut all the cinemas down, good.
They
Good.
do it
'Cause
for
you've
2
been
I
reasons.
want
People
those
off
cinema
for
people
so
to
long.
lose their
They
jobs.
do it. No, there's 3 reasons why you do it.
They can work at the bowling alley.
There's 3 reasons why people do it. 1, you get to watch it on a massive screen, which
Too big
definitely
sometimes.
makes it better.
No,
it's not too big.
It's not too
sometimes.
big. No.
Audio, improved audio.
Yeah, so the experience is better than at home. Obviously,
Yeah.
unless you've got a home movie theater, like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got several.
Obviously.
Yeah. 2,
Well, he's got a knitted polo, so he's obviously got home cinema.
2, it gets the kids out of the
knitted
house. So
a-
it's time out away from the home. You're actually, I know you're just sitting there watching something, but it keeps them entertained.
Yeah. It's
For a
good to
bit.
get them away from the screens to go to the biggest screens.
get,
they possibly
get them away
find.
from the small screens.
Yeah. I see it. I see it.
And give them a big screen.
Yeah.
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 And 3, I can't remember what 3 was.
I knew you'd
3,
have a third point.
3 was the best one.
Everyone's big argument to me when I tell friends like, "Oh God, I hate the cinemas.
Yeah.
I hate cinema. They're like, "Oh, you should go to these new ones."
Right,
And they've got like a really nice sofa, and they'll come and get you drinks,
where
and
we
you can
went.
drink and I'm like, yeah. So that's again making it more like your house. You're just explaining what's in your
Like
house.
that one in Burko?
and so- yeah,
No,
like
we went
those
to one in
ones.
Gerald Cross.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they've got. Yeah, you can actually like sit on a sofa. What like this one? Yeah. And you can get like if you want a beer, you can have a beer. Oh, what like this one?
To be fair, you could just ask your butler.
It
to
doesn't
bring one over.
exactly. You've got Jeffrey. Oh, Fresh Prince.
Jeffrey, another.
I just can't see the.
Get my knitted polo, Jeffrey.
I've seen Roberto there has put. It's a social event. Well, yes, But then then I'm having to see. I'm having to socialise as well. You're giving me all things that I don't
I
want.
disagree
I do
with
want to
that.
go back on that chocolate question in a minute because that's confused me. But
I don't think it's a social event because you don't go to the cinema to socialise. You
go on your own. You ever been on your own?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me
Great.
too. Yeah, same.
Great experience going on your own.
Niall
If
says
you've never
for
been on
date-
your own, definitely go.
Niall says for a
It's
date.
great.
Yeah. For a date. No,
Terrible for a
terrible
date.
for a
You
date.
can't talk.
You can't, yeah. It's not a social thing.
I've been on a date.
Afterwards, maybe if you're going to
I've
go
done
get
dates when I was
drink
like a
after.
teenager at the
Yeah,
cinema,
same.
but
Yeah.
but it was kind of really just to hope they would cry or get upset and then like come in for a cuddle. It wasn't for any other
That
reason.
sounds psychotic, doesn't it?
What do you mean? Grooming. Have you never groomed anyone?
Nick, that knitted polo looks very comfortable. Let me touch it.
Just say,
Get
come
close.
here, look, it's fine. When Leonardo DiCaprio dies in Titanic.
Yeah,
like,
which he didn't need to because the door was big enough.
well, we spoke
for him
about
to,
this
yeah.
at length, yeah.
We went to last night to see
Super Mario?
No, Project Hail Mary.
Oh, I want to see that.
It's really good,
Yeah.
and we don't go to cinema very often. I mean, our wedding was movie themed, which is a complete scam because we don't go to cinema at all. But we like movies. Our wedding dance was a 6-minute choreographed dance to a medley of movie songs.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Can you show us the moves?
Which was choreographed by one of my friends who works in the West End. We basically made it all about us. But, comedian and actor getting married. What do you expect?
I would love to
6
see
minutes
that.
of choreographed
I
dancing.
can send you it
Jim.
now. Yeah.
That's strong.
We'll have to.
And do you know what? I did all right.
Yeah?
That's the only thing I was nervous about. I wasn't nervous about
Tell me
getting
the
married, I
Pulp
was nervous
Fiction
about-
dance was in there.
It wasn't.
Dirty dancing?
Don't know
Yeah.
if that's been there. Did you
Well,
end with the lift?
We attempted the lift. I haven't really got the core, but it was good. Anyway, we went. So you make a lot of good points because we spent a hell of a lot of money last night. Tickets for the two of us for like 40 quid.
Where'd you go? Cineworld? Or
We went to Everyman Gerrard's Cross.
Okay.
So what
the
do you
one
say?
with the sofas. Yeah.
Service and stuff.
Mm.
We had not like a meal. We had snacks beforehand, but it's like a pizza, like a really small one, and like some like sides and stuff. That was 32 quid. Then I ordered an Oreo milkshake, which I'm thinking of getting on the way home now. For two of them, 13 quid. So that's cost us 80 something.
Right.
Yeah.
That is an insane
Think of what you could
amount.
do
Travel
with
there,
80
travel
quid.
back.
Yeah, I drove there and drove back.
Yeah. Parking.
Think of what you could do with that money.
Yeah,
that isn't
I could-
just
What could
watching
I
a
do with 80,
thing that you could
80
watch anyway.
quid? I could
You could buy an Easter egg.
I could buy one Easter egg. But sorry, we had a nice time. We had a really nice time.
Well, you can't
Yeah.
put the money on that. But I reckon if you'd have gone out for dinner and spent 80 quid, you would have had a nicer time.
We would have had a similar time because we would like.
You would have had to think of things to talk about. That's the only
Yeah.
drawback.
But it was nice. It was a shared experience. Obviously, we're leaning in and saying stupid shit about the film halfway. It's all nice bonding. We've got two kids, don't go out very often, so it was nice. Really, it was a nice time together. But it was a lot.
Yeah.
Your point
I think
is
if
that
you're
it was
doing
a
it
lot.
on the odd occasion, it's cool. But it's a
Yeah.
problem when you're doing it like once every few weeks or when the latest movie drops.
Yeah.
But then
The
surely-
only times
then
I've been
you're-
recently is for kids' films. Like Zootropolis 2 was the
They're
last
good.
film I went to see. Really good.
I like the first one.
Well, you
so-
can
Really
you can watch that now at the cinema for £2.
Yeah, but I've already seen it.
Go watch it again. Feels
Well,
that good.
it's on Disney for free now, so I watched it again.
If
At the
It's
weekend.
not free because you're paying a subscription.
No, get it with my
You're paying
phone.
$7.99 a month.
Joke's on you, get it with my phone.
If you're going to cinema a lot, what do you say? Once every few weeks, right? Then you're probably more than likely a member of your cinema, right? You'd
Well,
think.
it'd be stupid if you
You
weren't. I
should
think.
be.
Yeah, you should.
So you're
get a Cineworld
in theory,
card,
you're
so-
getting it cheaper. But also, I think going to cinema, like there are hacks, right? And what you're saying earlier about I'm always sitting next to the guy who's like on his phone or whatever. It's like me with parking. Like I will drive around a car park 10 times to find the ultimate spot, which is obviously at the end of a row, so that you can park as close to the edge as possible, so that your door doesn't ding people on the way out. You can probably do the same in cinemas. There are probably ultimate premium seats you can sit in that are furthest away from people that aren't, the people aren't going to walk past. Like there probably are hacks you can do.
Just on the parking.
Do you know where? You know what chair no one walks past?
Your chair home.
There you go.
You're putting your car in the prime
I'm
position.
going to
to
come
be
round
hit.
next time you're watching a film. I'm going to come round your home and just walk in front. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. Just got my pee. Oh, I dropped my popcorn all over you. Oh, sorry, man.
You're parking your car in the prime position for it to be hit, so that's not a good thing to do.
Well, it depends on the car park. Some spaces, Chalfont Latimer car park, for example, train station
Sounds
car
like a
park,
posh car park.
it is actually
Yeah.
Your
well worth
butts.
the £11 a day. Has a couple of spaces on the side, so like not even like banked,
Yeah.
like in front
Segregated.
of each other on the side. So if you get one of them, no one's going near you.
Segregated car park.
You guys ever been to?
We're back to the Kanye.
Have you ever been to a View Cinema? VUE. View.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
They got big chairs that recline. They're all padded.
I know.
They're really
Someone said
nice,
it, yeah.
and they're all spaced out. So you're not like hunched in like you are in like a Cineworld next to the
And you just pay more.
annoying people. No, you don't. It's cheaper.
It's not cheap.
I'm telling you, it's cheaper than the Cineworld. It's £8.99 at a View. Yeah? £8.99.
That's decent.
That's good for the reclining padded seats with the
for
little
any
tray
cinema.
on the front, mate. You're living. And then Cineworld is like £11.99. So it's like £3 or £4 more for a worse experience.
It's all
Go
crap.
to View.
All crap.
View Watford, mate.
Do you
That's
know
the one.
what I think would be good? Because you're right. You can watch films at home if you've got a big enough. I mean, I haven't got a big TV, but if you do, you could probably replicate that experience fairly close. What the Everyman the other day was doing is like during the week or whatever, or some weekends, they're doing old films. So they're doing Back to the Future. Now, I wasn't old enough, but it came out when I was born, to watch it. I'd love to go and watch that on a big screen. That would be interesting to me. A film that I've never seen on a big screen.
That's quite cool.
To have that experience of like
Yeah.
what someone in 1985 could have had.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's still going to cost me like 400 quid to go and watch it, but like that to me seems like a fun thing to do that's different from watching at home.
Yeah. Retro movies.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else on your mind before we wrap up? Because we have got a second show to record.
Just
Thursday
I wanted
crew.
to talk to Jim about his upcoming tour.
Oh my
You've
God.
got
Thanks for
you've
asking.
got a tour, haven't you, my man?
Yeah.
You're doing some stand up comedy for the
Yeah.
people.
It's called, the tour show is called Match of the Daily.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Took the day off after writing that. Then I realised, oh crap, I got to write a whole show. It's a football themed comedy show. It's basically a variety show. So I'm doing like some of my parody songs, some stand up. I got this thing called Football Heckle Comebacks, where people shout out their team and then I take the piss out of them.
Yeah.
It's great fun.
I've seen those clips, mate. I love them.
It's just great. It's easy.
Really
easy,
fun.
Easy content, like loads of fun. Everyone seems to like that, especially because most people are Arsenal fans. So there's tons of Arsenal content, which is great. And I've got some like games and stuff in there. Yes, I'm touring 6 cities: London, Brighton, Chesham, the home of football, Birmingham, Liverpool, and Manchester. London sold out, which is great.
Yeah, nice. Well done.
Brighton's about half sold. Chesham's half sold. The northern dates are slightly slower. So if anyone lives in the north, please come to those dates. Turns out I don't have as many fans up there. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Done a few previews. It's all been fun. Yeah, so tickets are available now, jimdalycomedy.com/tour. I've got a tour sponsor. So this T-shirt that I'm wearing is from a company called Legends and Threads. They're sponsoring my tour.
Nice.
So, and this is one of their Palace ones. They've got loads of other stuff going. Guy that runs it called Chris, is Palace fan, top bloke.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, I'd recommend getting some T-shirts from that. He's made a Jim Daly FC T-shirt, which looks so sick.
Yeah, I think I've seen it on Instagram.
It's so good. So I'm gonna wear that for the tour shows and stuff, and people can buy those if they want to at the shows and stuff. So yeah, it's a whole operation.
Yeah.
And it's loads of fun. But what I'm realizing, having not really been a touring comedian before, is half your time, more than that, 80% of your time is taken up now selling tickets. Like, it is.
So is that the bit
stressful.
that you're at now?
Yeah.
You're just, it's a bit like a movie star when they drop a film, they have to go on
100%.
tour and
Yeah.
sell it, right?
You
I've
become like
seen-
an online salesman.
Yeah, even like big comedian, like listen to like what's Ramesh and Tom Davis's podcast, that Wolf and Owl.
Yeah.
And whenever they have tours coming up, they're plugging it,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Constantly, yeah.
in the same way. And you think they're big names now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think they sell, but they do have to constantly. Like, yeah, I've still got tickets left at this night, or even like Parents in Hell. You know, Rob Beckett and people like you hear them, don't you? They have to. You have to push it because otherwise it just
Yeah.
kind of
I
goes.
think, I
under the
think
radar.
like the sort of state of state of live performing and comedy has changed since COVID. So I think people are more reluctant to go out and buy tickets and stuff, or it happens in a different way. I think maybe in the start you would, back in the day, you'd put a tour out and it would sell immediately. Now people are a bit like, oh yeah, I might come to that, and then like week of the show you'll sell a few more tickets because they're like, oh yeah, we'll come to that. Maybe a bit more selective, but it makes the comedian's position very stressful because you just want to sell tickets and get it done and focus on doing the show. So yeah, please come to the show so that my kids can eat.
When's the first one?
So the first one's April 23rd. So what's that? That's in two and a half weeks.
And that's in
London.
London.
So that's sold out.
Yeah.
And then a week later is the Brighton show. I actually, so a week later, so Thursday 30th, is the same day of the Conference League semi-final first leg, which Palace
be in trouble.
technically could be in. I gave my agent one job. Don't book
book
any
that day.
shows over any Palace days. So we've had words.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he's still my agent because no one else wants me. But it's all fine. I'm tempted to make the entire show about that game. I'm tempted to play the game
stream
on
the game
in the background.
screen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
behind me,
Yeah.
and just make everyone sit through that, especially as they're mostly Brighton fans. So yeah,
Or just say something anti-Semitic, get yourself banned from the UK, and then the show will be cancelled, and then you're free to go and watch your
I
might be
want
problematic
to do
with
the other
future
legs
gigs.
though. I
Yeah.
only want to get cancelled from Brighton. I'll just
Yeah.
say something about Zach
Seagulls.
Polanski, and then I'll get cancelled. Who
Just
I really
really-
like, by the way.
Yeah.
Just really slag off Pascal Gross.
Yeah, I'll just go
That's probably the best way.
heavily in on Pascal Gross and James Milner.
Yeah. Good luck
yeah.
with the tour, Jim. I
Thank
follow
you.
your content quite closely on the socials. I like the
I
bits when they come
follow
up,
you physically quite
the
closely.
clips.
I've noticed, and that's why I've got
Yeah.
that restraining
The rustle
order
in the
place.
bushes.
So, yeah, I knew that'd be you.
That's me.
Yeah,
But keep up the good work, mate.
thanks, man.
I really love your stuff. Really funny guy. Guys, if you want a good night out and some guaranteed laughs, get yourself a ticket to Jim Daly's show.
Well, not
we'll
only
put
that.
the link in the video description for you.
Not only that, but you'll be able to watch him here on Thursday.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second part of
More
the show.
importantly.
So there we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
Love it. So once again, thanks to Jim for joining us this evening. Sadly, that's all we've got time for tonight.
Yeah, so do make sure you hit up that comment section after the show drops and tell us what your overpriced things are. What's crossed the line for you? What's got too damn expensive?
Absolutely. Big love to everyone watching the live as always.
And all you legends watching on the replay and the Spotify crew, yes, we see you.
Do click the like, turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode.
Subscribe, share, and don't miss us this Thursday or next Tuesday live at 6:30 as always.
Yeah, same place.
It's more juice.
See you later, guys. We out. Bye.